Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Footballbets4u Podcast, episode number 35 of season 3. Lads, the Euros are starting tomorrow. I haven't actually been this excited for a tournament that Ireland aren't in for a while. I think this is actually going to be a really good one. I'm joined by Chris and Water this week. What's the crack, lads?
How's it going?
Pubs are back
lads,
open. Euros coming up.
What a time to be alive.
Pub. Lads, we're going to look at the kind of, we're going to call it game week 1 of the Euros. So pretty much from now till I think I have it up to Tuesday. We're going to just look at the matches. We're not going to go into too much detail about them. We're going to just see who we think is going to win, stuff like that. So we'll talk a little bit about it. Then we're going to we have a few questions that we got sent in today on the Instagram, so we'll talk about them as well. We do have our couple of bets and stuff like that we'll go through as well. There's a couple of, I've got a good few done anyway that for the kind of predictors and straight forecasts and stuff like that for who's finishing first, second, third, fourth in the group. So be interesting to see that. We do have a little predictor thing that we're going to be doing as well, which looks like a bit of fun. So between the three of us, we will be filling that out. So lads, we'll just jump straight into the matches. Game week 1 of the Euros. And the first match up we come to is starting. It's not a great match to start off, really, is it? Friday night at 8 o'clock. Turkey and Italy. Turkey 13-2. Draw is 29-10. And Italy are 1-2. Lads, who do you think's winning this one? Go ahead, Chris.
Do you plan on covering my face for the whole
thing? I was just looking at that. I'm going to change them to have to scroll across the bottom. I think it'd be better.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm like fucking Mr. Wilson from Home Improvement, the next door neighbour.
The neighbour looking over the fence. But no, like maybe people can write in if they prefer Chris's face to be covered. Let us know. We can sort that easily.
Put the Robbie Keane mask back on, Chris.
Yeah. So lads, Chris, I'll come to you. What way do you see this one going? Like I said, it's not a great match starting off, but look, it'll get the ball rolling. All we want is football, so
yeah, you never know. I think it's just everyone would be happy just to have a game and a tournament going on with fans, and I think the bit of a buzz will be there. So I mean, you can't really look past Italy. In fairness, I think that Italy will probably win most, if not all, of their games in the group. Turkey, I can see it being like a tough one to call between Turkey and Switzerland for second place, but I do think Switzerland will probably edge that one out. But I also think that potentially Turkey could go through as one of the more successful third place teams. So
good show.
But I do think Italy will probably be well up for it. And even Water, we were chatting before, and he said like Italy looked really sharp and they're friendlies. So yeah, I think I can see Italy doing one over on Turkey on day one.
Nice one. What do you think? Same thing yourself. Like you're saying, you and Chris were saying that Italy did look sharp in the friendly, but I presume you can imagine they're going to bring it on into the tournament.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're coming in as slight underdogs into this. Italy haven't really been competitive at a major competition in the last, let's say, 4 competitions, would we say?
Yeah,
they're about, and they're coming in really with a really good record here. I think they're unbeaten in a ridiculous amount of games. Like I think it's up over 20 games. They've conceded I think they've conceded maybe 7 in them games, like something ridiculously low.
Yeah,
I watched them in their last game as well. I think it was a 3-0 win. Thereabout. Now two of the goals were lucky, but they can counter attack now. I can see them causing trouble for a lot of teams. They have a lot of pace up front, so I think these are going to win the group fairly handy. And I don't see Turkey offering much, so I'll probably go with like a 3-1 Italy win.
Yeah,
I think it's Barami. Is he the Italian player? I don't know if I'm pronouncing.
I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it.
He got on the score line there the other day, and Insigne, is it?
Yeah. See, lads, this is where I'm going to struggle for this whole kind of month or so for these Euros. I am shit at pronouncing names, and these foreign names are not going to fucking help. So, don't ask me to try to correct you on pronunciations for names. So, you think you reckon
I'll take that job.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can do that. So, Chris, I don't know if you have the list there. Who is playing against each other? So Italy and Turkey. Obviously, we done our sweepstake last week. So
so
who are we talking?
Italy is Alan Moyers, and Turkey is Hardy O'Sul.
Okay, so two lads going up against each other, obviously looking to get the dub. I'm gonna say a 2-1 win for Italy. Chris, I don't know. Do you want to do score predictions? Or you were saying you'd just rather just pick the winner?
I don't really mind. Like, yeah, I mean, I do.
Why
I
not?
can see. Yeah, some of the teams don't like Finland. I couldn't tell you whether they're gonna fucking score or not. I don't really care either, to be honest. But
if they are, it's gonna be Pookie though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Turkey, though, I do think they're strong enough to get a few goals. That's why I said I think they'd be one of the stronger third place finishers. I could see them getting a goal, but Italy, I could see it being 3-1.
Yeah, okay, so you're going same as well. I'm going 2-1. Right, we'll move on to the next one, lads. We're going to try and keep this podcast under an hour. I know we always say it. I think this one's definitely achievable, I think, because we're going to go through these matches pretty quickly. Lads, Saturday, 2:00. I'm going to be in work. Not going to get to see it. Wales versus Switzerland, 14-5 for Wales, 2-1 for the draw. Switzerland, 23-20. Lads, Wales, how do we think these are going to do in the tournament? They haven't really been great lately. Bale, obviously, I don't know. There's talk of him actually retiring after the Euros, like completely from football, not just international, just in general from football, which I think at this stage of his career is fucking mad. But look, he's made his money in Madrid, so
just wants to go and play golf.
That's what it is, isn't it? I think I seen a quote from it. It was something like, golf is me passion, football is me job, or something like that. He said. I was like, fuck, this fella's fucking living my life.
Yeah, I think it was like, I saw an interview, or I don't know whether it was a direct quote or whether it was just made up bollocks, but I believed it anyway. And it was more or less him saying that like the pressure that he's been put under by the media and by like just sports journalists and shit like that to perform, especially with Madrid and all the drama he's had, that he just doesn't enjoy football anymore. And like the enjoyment that he used to get out of playing football, he now gets that from golf. So that's why he's had that bit of a shift. So again, straight from Garrett's mouth himself.
Yeah, straight, great source. This is 100% true.
Absolutely. I might have made it all up, but either way, it sounds good.
I don't know if Wales are going to get up too much this tournament. Now the other thing is you probably have Bale wanting to go out on a personal high, so maybe he will kind of put a bit more in and try rally the troops, but I just don't see them having the quality to do it. So lads, I'm going to jump straight in, and I'm actually going to go with a 2-1 win for Switzerland. I think they'll nick it. I think it'll actually be a tight enough game, and Switzerland will probably nick it. So what do you reckon yourself?
I don't think Switzerland are going to offer too much to this tournament. Like, looking at their squad here, they have Shaqiri, played probably about 13 minutes across the whole season last season. Xhaka, who's fucking shite.
Yeah, liability.
Mbolo, I think you remember him playing against Ireland, and he wasn't great, but yeah, he still scored because that's Ireland being shit rather than Switzerland. But like, they still, like, Wales have some good top quality players. They still have Ramsey, they have Bale. Dan James is fast, so why not throw him into the mix? I think with Gareth Bale, I think he offers a lot more compared to what Switzerland can offer. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Wales win here.
Okay. Lads, I made a balls of something as well, and I'm going back because I didn't spend ages, but I spent long enough to do it. I done a little cutscene for this, and I didn't even fucking use it. It took me ages to do it. So I'm going into it now. Come on. There you go.
Music is unreal. It's like
I'll tell you what, I'm up in the standard. That is unbelievable compared to the other ones I've done, isn't it?
That's very good.
So I'm happy with that. I'm actually disgusted I forgot to put that in. Like, I sat here at like 7:30, like for about 45 minutes, like doing that, and then having to edit it and all. It was fucking embarrassing. But 7-second video. So anyway, Chris, what do you think score was here?
I'm the complete opposite to Water. I couldn't be any more opposite. I actually fancy Switzerland to do pretty well. Not like Jesus, they're not gonna like light anything on fire, but they'll get out of the group, I reckon, anyway. Wales, even though I would love Wales to do well, on it, particularly like Gareth Bale, I am a fan, so I would love to see him going out on a worldie and scoring 30 goals in the tournament. But he's been trying to do that. Like, he's been trying to be kind of the one-man show for a long time now, and he just doesn't have enough quality around him to give him the supply. He ends up actually being a supplier more so than anything for the team. So I can actually see it being a pretty dismal tournament for him and Wales, and finishing bottom of the group. But for this game particularly, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Switzerland.
Okay. So I've given me score predictions. So I do want to ask you about the next group.
Who has the teams, maybe?
That's exactly what I was trying to ask you.
Yeah.
Who has their teams? Oh, thank God you are here, because I would be full on my own.
So Paddy actually has Wales. Remember Paddy last?
Oh, yeah. He got
them last in the group. And then Switzerland is Dave Singleton.
Oh, Dave Singleton. Okay. Right, lads, we're moving on to the next thing. Chris, good covering there. The next one, lads, Group B, 5 o'clock on Saturday. Denmark and Finland. Again, here's one here, Chris, that you're loving. 4-9 for Denmark, 3-1 for the draw, and 15-2 for Finland. Give us a score prediction on this one, Chris.
0-0.
War?
I was going to say 0-0, but I'm going to say 1-1 now because I don't want to copy.
And who has Denmark and Finland? I know Boris has Finland. Am I right? Oh no, Boris has Sweden. Apologies. Who has? I think my mom has Finland.
Your mother has Finland.
My mom has Finland. Lovely. And who is Denmark?
Denmark is Liam McDonald.
Okay, Liam McDonald. If you fucking beat my mom, right. So lads, I'm gonna go. I'm actually go on.
Oh, speaking of Maz, have you seen the video of Gavin James fucking rowing down the Liffey, singing his song?
No.
And some young fella shouts at him and he catches it on video. Your song is shy. And Gavin James starts to laugh and he goes, your ma is shy.
Fair play.
Gavin James, if you're watching, well done.
Heard he's a big fan.
He is definitely watching. Lads, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Denmark here. I think they're going to beat Finland. I don't think Finland are going to offer much to the tournament other than Pukki maybe scoring a goal or two. Or maybe threatening to score a goal or two. He might not even score them. So I'm going to go 2-0 to Finland. We're moving on to the next one, lads. And we have Belgium and Russia. I think this will be the first probably decent game of the tournament. So Group B. This is a big game for me as well, because actually I got Belgium in the sweepstake in work. So I am also Belgium. Oh, you're not Belgium. You're fucking Russia. So Saturday at 8 o'clock, lads. Group B, Belgium versus Russia. 7-10 for Belgium, 13-5 for the draw, 4-1 for Russia. Chris, who has them teams before we go in?
Well, we know Water has Russia, and Belgium is Aaron Singleton.
Aaron Singleton, yeah, okay, I remember that. How do we see this one going, lads? Obviously, Belgium ranked number 1 in the world at the moment. Don't really seem to me like they should be there. I think they're more there on previous form. I don't expect them to show that they're number 1 in the world. What do you think yourself, Chris?
Yeah, I agree. I think that I think overall football in general has just gone a bit mad. Like, you can't really predict things. Even the same with like all the leagues, like all over the world, apart from City being up there or thereabouts. Like, it's kind of been a little bit all over the place. It's the same with international football. There's not one team that you would look at there and you'd be like, they're 100% going to win all their games. Yeah. Like, bar maybe, like, for me, I could see France kind of going all the way in the tournament, but they can easily be beaten.
But even at that, France are in the group of death, so like that could go anyway.
They could easily be beaten by Germany or Belgium or Portugal or England on the day. Yeah. They could 100% be beaten. So there's no real team out there like the Spains of fucking 2008, like where you were looking at them and they just looked untouchable. They were class.
Yeah, you knew they were winning.
Yeah, I think like that in general is a case, and Belgium definitely are victim of that. Like, although they're number 1, they definitely don't come across as a team of world beaters. So, I think they'll do well. I just don't think that they'll be the best team at the tournament. So they'll definitely win this game, in my opinion. I think Russia will put it up to them. They'll put up a good fight, but I can see the class of Belgium kind of coming through in the latter stages of the game, and them coming through, maybe winning 2-1.
2-1 and War.
I have to back my team. Have to back Russia, the homeland, the motherland. Yuri Zerkov is going to shine again for his
what a man.
eighth straight tournament. No, Chris made a good point there. Like, Belgium have probably one of the best squads up there with France.
Yeah.
But the only thing I see missing from Belgium is a leader or a winner. Like, if I'm looking, like I know Kevin De Bruyne is there, but I don't see him as a leader in City. I see him as the playmaker. I know you have Hazard there. He's more of a playmaker. He's the flair. Where's the leader?
Well out of fucking form as well.
So I can see them. Well, they're not going. They'll win the group. They're going to draw this, and Russia are going to keep me hopes alive. But,
and how about Lukaku? How do you think Lukaku will do it? I actually think Lukaku could be a show for one of the top scorers of the tournament.
Yeah.
Potentially, but he's been playing it. Like, this is the thing. He was playing in Italy all year. Italy is a different ball game, like, where defenders are half the size. You know that way.
Yeah, but more you have to look at the group that he's in, like Russia, Finland, and Denmark. Like, you'd fancy him bullying. You'd fancy him bullying them teams as well, the same as he would in the Italian league. So I agree with you that, like, when he gets to the later stages, when he's playing the Germanys and even England, like, I think that they'd struggle against those teams, or he'll struggle against those teams. But in the group, I could see him getting a couple of goals in every game.
Yeah, I could definitely see him probably getting 2 against probably Finland and Denmark. Definitely, you make a good point there. Russians.
And like, having said that, like, you're talking top goal scorer, what you're talking maybe 8-9 goals. Like, there's not much more than that. Like
6, I'd say. Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't know.
Good.
Yeah, because what you've got a total of, say, 3 games in your group, your last 16, your quarters, your semis, and your finals. So that's, I don't know how many, because
7 games.
I just counted them all on the one hand and I lost count after. So I was hoping someone else was counting it. So it's about like 7 games or something.
You've got 3 games in the group. Yeah. Then the round of 16 is 4, the quarterfinals is 5, the semi-finals is 6, and the final is 7. So if you make it to the final, you're playing 7 games.
Yeah, so that's if you get a goal per game, that's 7 goals. So look, you are going to get obviously players that are going to get 2 or 3 goals a game. Not many are going to do it, and not many are going to do it consistently. Lukaku, I think, is probably one of them that might do it because, like Chris, like you were saying, he's going to bully the likes of a Finland defender, a Denmark defender. Well, having said that, Christensen is there, like, but very. But like that's even what I'm saying. Very kind of slim and slight. He's not very strong, but he's kind of quick and he gets away with it with his pace. But I can see Lukaku.
Do you know what odds he is for the Golden Boot?
Probably it's not 33-1, is it?
25-1.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's not bad. Like, that's worth a fiver. Sorry, lads, we'll just jump into the comment there. I didn't really read it. Shabby boy, Russia, nothing amazing, but home advantage in this match. Bit of a balls, some teams being home in groups, others not. That is a good shout as well, because there is some unfair advantages, I think, personally. I thought any team should have been playing abroad. Like,
100%. That's why you called out last week, was it? The group stage, you were saying, like, the Netherlands, like, their first 2 games are in Amsterdam. Like, that's a massive advantage for them.
Definitely, 100%.
England will only have to, if England get to the final, they'll only play 1 game out of Wembley. Or 1 game away from Wembley, so they'll only have 1 abroad game if they go all the way.
Isn't it?
It's crazy.
That's set up for them to make it to the final. Like.
I was looking at that, like, the way the draw could go for them, and I think that they could be up there.
Well, for anyone that's watching as well, we are going to be doing, after this, we're going to be doing a little tournament predictor where the 3 of us are going to put our heads together, and we're going to get all where we think is going to go, and we will go right up. So I think it goes right up to the final, Chris. You can Right, so we'll have, like, what we think is going to happen on this, and we'll put a little graphic. Maybe we'll clip it and put it on Instagram so people can see what we think as a collective. Individually, I think we all have slightly different opinions, but I think we can kind of convince each other to go with each other's guesses. So, lads, we'll move on from this one. So, can I get score predictions? So, Chris. I gave you one. You gave me one, did you?
We already did them for this, did we? Well, I did, didn't we?
What are you? You were going with Russia, but did you give me a score for Russia?
No, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Well, I'm gonna say tight game. I'm gonna say Belgium to win, and I'm gonna say 2-1. I think they'll nick it. But we'll move on, lads. Group D, England and Croatia, a decent game. 4-6 for England, 13-5 for the draw, and 19-4 for Croatia. Lads, how do we see this one going? Obviously, we just spoke a little bit about England there, a massive squad. Very young still, but still abundance of talent. So not very surprising if they get semi. Would anything less than semi is always a disappointment. That's a rule of thumb in real life as well. So I'm going to say that they are going to get at least a semi and possibly a full-on final.
A hard final.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, right? Croatia here, lads. I don't think that. Do you have Croatia?
I have Croatia. Yeah.
I'm sorry to shit and fucking rain on your parade, but I really don't think Croatia are going to do much in this tournament. Modric is 36 at this stage. Like, he's getting old. I just don't see there being much kind of flair. Maybe is that way I could describe them?
But they've never had flair.
Modric, I think, carried them for a lot. Like,
yeah, but I wouldn't say he's a flair player. Like, he is class, but he's not flair. Like, he's one of those kind of dogged players who just gives 110% and just spreads himself around the whole pitch.
Yeah,
but
I do take it back because Kovacic plays for them, so I do think he's going to go very far. I think you're going to probably win it.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I struggle to see. Like, I think Croatia probably will get out of the group, finish in second. But I don't see them doing a lot of damage after kind of the last 16 or anything after that. So, lads, we won't spend too much time on this one. Give us a score prediction, War. And if you do have anything you want to kind of bring to our attention, you can work away.
No, I'm going to go with 2-1 England. Croatia no new players have come in, and all their really amazing players are obviously a few years older. So I don't think they're going to do anything outstanding. So I'm going to go 2-1 England.
Okay, and Chris?
England are going to win it, I think, but I do think that Croatia will score and put a bit of a fright up England. I think the nerves in a tournament, England are always a pretty nervous starting team for tournaments, especially at home. And they've got some, if you listen to the news today, they've got some indecisiveness around, like, apparently, around like the formation they're going to play. They're apparently there's talk of them playing or they trained with like a back three with like John Stones in the middle and then Luke Shaw and Kyle Walker and then another two fullbacks playing wing back. So he's playing with four fullbacks. So
I wonder if that to try fit in, because let's be honest, he had fucking four right backs until Alexander Arnold. Did anybody hear who got the call up?
I think White is getting the call up.
Yeah, Ben White. I was thinking that because they do need to kind of fill that little gap there. So like it's the one thing I will say about this England team is it's always kind of been like say back a couple of years ago, Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes. Like, there was always that rivalry between them. Nowadays, I think that squad are really getting on and they're all friends. And you see it now with social media, like the likes of Mason Mount and Declan Rice is always commenting on his stuff, like, and they're having the crack, and Ben Chilwell's the same. Like, so, like, I see the team spirit being good between the group of players they have, which, in fairness, I think is a massive thing, because if you're playing with people you like and people you get on with, I think you just play a bit better and you're not really afraid to give them a bit of a bollocking, and they'll take a bit more of a bollocking.
Yeah.
Whereas you have some fucker that you don't like and he's fucking screaming at you, like pretty much like me when I used to do football. Say people used to hate me, and then when I shouted at them, they'd be like, "Fuck you, you prick." So I think if you have someone that's shouting at you that you don't like, you don't respect, I think that's going to be a massive kind of cancer in the squad. But I don't think England have that. I think they're going to be doing well.
A good point to make is if they're planning to play five at the back, like, think about the players they're leaving out. A lot of the times, England would struggle in a game and not have the answer on the bench to come on and solve it. If they're playing five at the back, like, they're leaving the likes of Sterling out, Bellingham out, potentially Rashford out, Sancho. Like, there's a number of players that could come in and change the game there, and I think that would be the difference for them. Like it's very much like a tournament like this. It's a squad. Like you're never going to get by with just your 11. You need the squad.
But can you imagine being Ben White or fucking Tyrone Mings and getting called up to the England squad? First game out, he plays 4 fullbacks in the squad and 1 centre half. Fucking raging.
You wouldn't be happy.
Predictions was, I would say, I fancy England to win it, but I do think Croatia will put a bit of a like early pressure on them and get maybe an early goal or 2. I can see England winning it just at the end, so I'll say 3-2 England.
Oh, you see goals. I'm gonna go with, lads. I think it's gonna be a handy enough win for England, to be honest with you. I don't see them being under much threat. Like I know they are struggling kind of at the back with the likes of Maguire possibly not being fit. So has he been confirmed out or what?
He trained. He was involved in training, but the Sky pundits that were there said that he didn't look very comfortable. Right. Yeah. Right,
so they're probably having him in there, just hoping that he gets back for the last 16. Because I'd say they're pretty confident they're getting out of that group anroughly. So, like, if they can put a target on him getting back in 2 weeks' time, they're
he might even get like half an hour in the last group game if the group's going well.
Keep them going, So I see England winning this handy. I don't see there being much fight being put up here. I'm gonna say 3-0. I just think they're going to, again, like I said with Croatia, relying on Modric at 36 years of age could possibly be their downfall. So in that's you against Darren Stone.
Darren Stone, yeah.
So I work with Darren. So I was talking to Darren after the draw the next day. He's delighted with England. So
not surprised,
not surprised. Right, we'll move on to the next one, lads, and it is Austria. Here we go. Shit's getting real, lads. Austria and North Macedonia. So who's this? This is Dara Dales. I remember he got North Macedonia because I sent him back as €20.
Yeah, and who has Austria? Is Peter Boland.
Peter Boland, lovely. So 5 o'clock on Sunday, lads, and it is Austria against Macedonia. So 4-6 for Austria. What?
Be sure not to miss it.
No, you don't want to miss this one. This is the perfect one to go to the pub and get absolutely shit-faced, and then you can watch the match after it. So 4-6 for Austria, 5-2 for the draw, North Macedonia, and 19-4. That's a very short price for Macedonia, and it would be going nowhere near that. Like that's ridiculous. That is like, lads, score prediction on this. I don't fucking even want to talk about North Macedonia.
I don't even know many Austria players other than David Alaba, to be honest. I'm looking at the squad. They've got Marko Arnautovic, in fairness.
Yeah.
But it's not Macedonia. I'm going to say 4-0.
4-0, okay. War?
I'm going to throw a spanner in the works here. I'm going to go 1-0. I'm going to go Gordon Pandev to score a 90th minute equaliser for North Macedonia. Football manager game legend.
After coming off after fucking with 5 minutes left, is there coming on to the pitch with 5 minutes left?
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. Lads, I think it's going to be an Austria win. To be honest with you, I actually don't think North Macedonia are going to be that much of a walkover. I actually see them doing better than Hungary do. So I do think they're going to lose this match, obviously. And I'm going to say 2-0. I don't see them scoring, but that's why I see that one going. We move on, lads. Netherlands and Ukraine. Oh, me against Connor.
Was it?
Isn't it?
Connor has Netherlands, yeah.
Oh, you have Ukraine? Oh, lads, you couldn't have wrote this shit. 4-6 for Netherlands, 13-5 for the draw, and 9-2 for Ukraine. Massive price for Ukraine. Lads, how do you see this one going? What do you think Ukraine's chances are of getting the result against Netherlands?
I don't really think there is much of a chance, in all honesty.
You're wrong.
Looking at the Netherlands squad, they do have talent sprinkled out throughout it. And I think your man, Depay, the United reject, is on form of late.
Barca now.
Yeah,
is it confirmed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Chris has just confirmed it.
I just confirmed it,
yeah. He's been playing well in the warm-up games, so I'm going to go for him to score and to win 1-0.
All right. Chris?
I fancy the Netherlands, obviously. I'm the same as Water. I don't see Ukraine doing much for you, Collie, to be honest. I can see a 2-0 win for the Netherlands.
I don't like to shit on you lads, but you are fucking totally wrong here, right? Ukraine are going to draw 1-1, and Yarmolenko is going to score for them. He's going to get a couple of goals, and he's going to be in contention with the Golden Boot, right? So you've heard it here first. Ukraine to go not all the way, but some of the way, and I'm hoping that Belgium win it because I have them in Europe. So I'm going to say 1-1 on this one. So, lads, we're moving on. Scotland and Czech Republic, 15-8 for Scotland, 2-1 for the draw, and Czech Republic, 13-8. Lads, this is, if I'm not mistaken, my father against my brother.
Is it? Czech Republic? Yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? These are unbelievable.
Oh, pretty good.
You cannot write this shit. Lads, Monday at 2 o'clock, so we have Scotland and Czech Republic. How do we see this going, lads? We kind of... I don't know what it is, but Ireland always seem to have this kind of, how do you say, mutual kind of friendship with Scotland for some reason. I don't know, because they're piss heads the same as we are. But we seem to respect them and always kind of root for them to do well. Do we think they're going to do anything at all in this tournament? I don't know.
It's hard to really see them getting anywhere in the tournament. You'd fancy Netherlands to top it, Czech Republic second, and then Ukraine to go through as the third place team. Well, I actually don't think Ukraine will get through as the third place team. I think they're probably, if they do, they'll be the lowest of the 4 third place teams to get through.
All right, give me a fucking break.
Just FYI. So yeah, I think.
This is because I took a dig at Croatia and Modric being old, isn't it?
No, not at all.
No, this is because you put the fixture across his heads at the start.
Yeah, 100%. No, I just as much as again, I would like to see Scotland do well. I have nothing against them. But yeah, I think Czech Republic are just going to be a bit too strong for them. Scotland just don't have enough quality. Their best player is probably Andy Robertson, and he's not going to be able to drag the team through the tournament like himself. So
there's a couple of decent players now, in fairness. So just looking at the Scotland squad, Andy Robertson, Tierney, they have Gilmore off Chelsea now. I think he took a bit of a knock, so I don't know. He's a bit doubtful. Scott McTominay, Ryan Fraser, Chet Adams.
I know, but
John Fleck. There's a couple of good players there.
Yeah, I know. I don't think they're a bad team at all. Yeah. They're just not strong enough for the group, I don't think, anyway. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Scott McTominay is probably their best player. But I don't see them getting past the group at all. And this match specifically, I'll go 1-0 Czech Republic. I do think Scotland will put up a good fight in all the games. They're not going to be an easy beat at all, but I just don't see them really having enough quality to break down other teams and get a goal. They might get one from a set piece or something. Andy Robertson maybe an out free kick or two himself, but I do think that Czech Republic will probably dominate possession and get a goal and then just stick with it.
They have Waters' fucking good mate Souček's playing for them. So, Water, how do you see this one?
Oh, it's in Handon Park, which I'm only realising now.
Yeah.
And I think the one thing that the Scottish will rally under is if they have a bit of cohesion or a kind of group sense. Yeah. I think there probably are a good few players that can have that because they're kind of mid-level Premier League players.
Yeah.
That they'll probably they'll run themselves into the ground.
Not many egos
Not many egos, no. And they're in a tournament. They haven't been there for a while, so I think the passion will be there for Scotland. And I think that will probably get them a point or two across the group, I'd say, just on passion alone. So I'm actually going to go with a 1-1 draw, just because it's in Scotland and it's their first tournament in a good long while. Yeah,
I actually think Scotland are going to win this one, lads, and I just think they're at that price as well. I think 15-8 for a team that has a couple of decent players. Let's be fair. We've used a couple of we've talked about a couple of them players throughout the season. So, there is goal scorers in the likes of Chet Adams. He gets a few goals. Decent enough defenders there. McTominay obviously is probably going to sit in centre mid. Robertson's there. Like, I mean, I'd be happy at 15-8 to throw a few quid on them in an accumulator. And I think they're going to nick a win. What?
Armstrong is there as well, like Stuart Armstrong. He's not a bad footballer. Like
decent, decent.
If you look at that four, McTominay, McGinn, John Fleck, and Stuart Armstrong, like you take that midfield, like.
But even at that, they have Billy Gilmore, who's been decent for Chelsea as well. Like, so I mean, he can sit and he can spread. He can get the ball, play at 5-10 yards. Like, so they have tactical options when you have someone like that. Like, because they can just be that transition from defense to kind of attacking midfield or wide midfield or whatever. But I just think Scotland are a great price at 15-8, and I'm going to say a 2-1 win for Scotland. I think Souček is going to score though, but I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Scotland. Lads, we'll move on. Oh look, I haven't done that. Sorry about that, Chris. Just blocking your face again. Lads, next one is Poland and Slovakia. So who has Poland and Slovakia?
Poland is Noel Royal, yeah, and Slovakia is Lee Hurley.
Oh, I work with the two lads. Look at hell. So Poland are 5-6, 23-10 for the draw, and Slovakia is 9-5. I'm kind of happy that Lee got Slovakia, to be honest. Lads, where do we see this one going? 5-6 is a short enough price for Poland. What do you think on this one? Do you think Slovakia can get at now? Them?
No, I was looking at the Slovakian team there. No one's jumping out at me.
Right.
Lewandowski is fit again, so just with him alone, I don't think Slovakia are going to get anything out of it. I think it'll be an easy 2-0 win for Poland. I just think the firepower up front. But then again, like the rest of Poland's team isn't great. But if you're looking at the starting 11 side by side, if you see Lewandowski, you have to go with whatever team he's playing with. Like,
is he in this tournament? I don't think he's in this tournament.
He is, yeah. He's in the squads here.
He's in the squad anyway.
Is he? Yeah. I didn't think he was even in the squad. You'd have to fucking fancy them then, wouldn't you, Chris? What do you reckon?
Yeah, same. I think it probably is one of the more closer matchups, like for player to player. Like, I do think Poland probably have that little bit more recent good experience as a national team, so maybe they're going to go into it feeling a little bit more confident. And especially like if Lewandowski does play, he's probably the deciding factor in who actually wins it. But yeah, so I'll go Poland and another 1-0.
Right, I think we're giving Slovakia a lot of credit. What did you give your score prediction?
Yeah, 2-0 Poland.
Okay. I just think we're giving Slovakia a bit more credit than they probably deserve. I think they're probably going to get spanked here. I'm going to go with a 3-1 win. I just think, with the likes of Lewandowski there, I just think he's going to be head and shoulders above everyone else, not just because he's taller than them, but just because he's fucking class. So I'm going to go with Poland win on that one, lads. We move on to the next one. Spain and Sweden. So we have Boris against Alan Kelly, I believe.
Yep.
My memory's good.
You were 100% reading this.
I swear to God I'm not. And I know what my memory is.
Your phone is in your hand.
No, look, I'm on Skype. So I had a fucking problem with Alan Kelly getting Spain because he always gives me stick. And even after fucking reading out that he got Spain, he gave me stick. So I hope fucking Spain go nowhere in this competition just for that reason alone. Same time, it's going to be hilarious when Sweden get absolutely spanked because Boris has them, so we can give him a bit of stick. So, Chris, what way do you see this going? Do you see Spain being as effective this year as they have been over previous years, or do you think maybe the squad has just declined a little bit?
Yeah, definitely not as effective or as dominant as a team. I think they'll definitely dominate possession in games, but I don't think they're as threatening attacking wise as they have been. Even defensively, like when you leave out the likes of Sergio Ramos, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous call. Like, they obviously still have a class squad. The whole Laporte transferring or changing nations is still a strange one to me. But I mean, he'll do well for them. I think he'll fit in with that squad. When he's used to playing like Pep's style of football, I'd say he'll fit in pretty well with the Spanish squad. Yeah, when you look across the pitch, they just man for man are a better team all across the pitch. So I'd see, I'd struggle to see Sweden getting it out of the game. I don't think they'll even score, to be honest. So I'm gonna go for 3-0 Spain.
Okay, and War?
Yeah, I can't really go against Chris on what you're saying there. I think the quality of the Spanish side, I think from where we're looking at it, we've seen them in that 08 Euros where they were just one of the best teams around. And now any Spain team that we see now, kind of like, they're just not at that level.
Yeah.
Like, if you're
when you lose
at
Xavi and Iniesta, it's very fucking hard to replace them, isn't it? Like,
yeah. But even like the fact that Fernando Torres and all them strikers just in their prime were just
Morata now is what they're relying on, and he's really fucking hit and miss. Like,
and then as backup, you have Gerard Moreno, you have the 17-year-old Pedri from Barca, you have Adama Traore, which probably has about 2 assists in the Premier League all season. Like, so
yeah, it's not much to rely on after that, is it?
Down, but then again, they still have Thiago, Ferran Torres, Rodri, Koke, Pau Torres.
Yeah, still a few there.
Like, still quality players there. I just don't think their squad is up to the standard of actually competing for this tournament.
Yeah. Defensively and midfield, they're quality.
Yeah. I just think they'll win this game easy. They'll likely win the group, but I can't see them beating one of the top teams. And I'm going to go for the youngster, Pedri, to get 2 goals. He's only 17, plays for Barca. He's a very good player. He's tipped as kind of the next best thing. He's really broke through the season.
Yeah, after John Terry. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Spain as well. I'm gonna say Spain will probably dominate possession as they always do, and I don't think Sweden will do much. I'm gonna go out and jump out on a limb and say that Sweden aren't even gonna have a fucking shot on target here, lads. I'm gonna say 3-0 to Spain, and I don't see them being threatened at all. Like, we'll move on. Hungary and Portugal. Poor Hungary. John Flood obviously getting hungry and wasn't happy about it. I haven't seen him in work, so I haven't got face-to-face abuse off him yet. So 13-2, 16-5 is the draw, and Portugal at 4-9. Chris, who got Portugal?
Nestor.
Oh, of course he fucking did. Yeah, Adam Nestor. So lads, look again. When we talk about squads, Portugal are definitely up there with one of the best squads. They're the reigning champs. Do we see a retainment happening, Chris?
Yeah, 100%. Well, no, sorry, not for the tournament. For this game, they're 100%.
They're retaining this game.
Yeah, they're retaining this game. No, for the tournament, no, I don't think they'll get far enough to retain it. This specific game, though, they're absolutely going to bash Hungary. I think everyone is going to bash Hungary. They'll be the whipping boys of the round or of the group.
Sorry, just to cut across there. John Flood
still a joke.
Still a joke.
It was all a fix. So I can see goals in this one, to be honest. I'm gonna say 4-0 to Portugal.
Ooh, nice one. What you think?
Oh yeah, I watched Portugal there the last game. I think they were playing Israel.
Yeah,
and they were just unreal to watch. Like, their squad is better now compared to the squad that they had when they won the Euros the last time. It's so much better. Like, you have Jota in there, you have Cancelo after coming through, Ruben Diaz. Like, these players are world class. Like, they have to make it to the final. Like, if anything less than a final is a failure to the squad, to the quality that they have. But, like, they're going to walk all over Hungary. I can see this being 5-6-0. You have Cristiano Ronaldo in the squad. Like, he'll want the golden boot. He'll aim for a hat.
Do you think they'll rest him, though? Like, do you think they'll kind of save him? Like,
he
won't want it. He won't want
it. It's his last tournament, I'd say.
He sees goals. When he's playing against Hungary, he's going to see goals, and he's going to think about the golden boot and winning the Euros. Like,
that's 100% what he's going to be after, isn't it?
Yeah, without a doubt. He only needs 5 more goals as well. He needs 5 more goals to be leading international goal scorer, I think, or something like that. I think there's some record for a player from Hungary, funnily enough, actually. And if he scores 5 more goals, he has the international goal scoring record.
All right, nice one. So could you give me a score prediction?
I'm going to go 5-0 Portugal. Ronaldo hat-trick.
Nothing specific.
Okay.
Don't commit to anything.
No.
Yeah. Nothing too specific. I'm the same here, lads. I think Hungary are gonna get absolutely fucking spanked in every game. This one's gonna be no different. I'm gonna say 4-0. I just don't see them even getting. I'd say they'd be lucky to have 25% possession. To be honest, I think Portugal are just gonna absolutely rape them, and it's gonna be a fucking shit show for Hungary. So yeah, I'm gonna go with 4-0. Chris, did you give me a score prediction?
I said 4-0 as well.
Oh, nice. And War, did you say 4-0?
5-0.
Okay. All right. Moving on to the next one, lads. Obviously, the game of the week and probably one of the games of the tournament, France and Germany. So Tuesday night at 8:00. France are 8-5. A big price for France. 11-5 for the draw and 7-4 for Germany. So that's putting France at slight favourites, I believe. It's a tough one to call there. I don't know. I don't really know me fractions that well. What way do we see, lads? Look, we obviously know the quality of both squads. France, absolutely ridiculous. Germany, again. Germany, are they as good as maybe previous years? Probably not. If you have an in-form Werner and an in-form Havertz and an in-form a lot of players, you'd probably have a decent team, but a lot of the players are not really in form, so it's hard to know. What do you think? What do you reckon on this one? Do you reckon Germany are going to... Like, Germany and France are pretty much favourites to win it, and they're coming up against each other in the first game week. Like, that's quality stuff. Like,
I'm thinking they're not going to show their cards straight away. I can see this being a real edgy affair, and I can probably see both teams just sussing each other out.
Yeah.
I'd actually go for like a 0-0 draw. I don't think either team will risk dedicating too much, because I think they have an eye that they may actually face each other again in the final.
Yeah.
Looking at Germany, I think their midfield is amazing. Your man Kimmich,
Kimmich
I highly rate him. I just think he does everything so well.
Yeah.
Tony Kroos, your man Gnabry, that used to play for Arsenal.
Gnabry,
Sané, Gundogan.
what a player.
Yeah, and then you have Thomas Muller. You can't write them off. The only thing that
we're not going to mention the Champions League winning Rudiger and Havertz and fucking Timo Werner, are we not? We're going to just fucking ignore this trophy, are we? Broke. No. Oh, fuck's sake.
Some junkie seeing all that tinfoil and he's like, oh, give me a bit of that. But the only thing that interests me is France and the rumours that are coming out now that there's unrest between Mbappe and Giroud. Like, is that gonna...
It's not like Giroud.
No, I think it's more Mbappe, because Giroud came out after the last game and said Mbappe doesn't pass to him. And you can see it in when Giroud scores in the last game, Mbappe just kind of walks off, like doesn't even go and celebrate with him.
Yeah. I do think that's a potential issue, like with Mbappe, like attitude. Like, I just don't know. Like, I think it's probably just a more common thing with a lot of younger players now. Like, Haaland doesn't strike me as someone that seems to have an attitude, but like Mbappe definitely does. Like, seem like the type.
Yeah.
But
and Pogba
squad was quality though.
Pogba played amazing as well the other night. Like, he's a different player when he's playing for France. Like,
he is. He really is. Like, you look at some of the players that France have, like,
their squad is fucking unbelievable.
It's outrageous. So look, we're going Mbappe. Then you have obviously Benzema. Benzema's a little bit of a doubt, so Giroud can slip in. I think Giroud was actually one of France's top scorers. Like, Griezmann, Kante, Thomas Lemar, Paul Pogba, Hernandez, Kurt Zouma. We're going to just throw him out there because why the fuck not? He's plays for Chelsea. Varane is there. Like Lloris in goal. Like, there's so many fucking players there that are unbelievable. Like, I just think it's an outrageous squad. And look, you have Didier Deschamps as coach, which isn't too bad. Like, so that's score predictions on these ones. It's a hard one to pick. And when I was doing my bets, I done a bet. Sorry, I'm just going to jump back at that. Hungary should have been money back. Worst team and not a chance. Sorry about that, John. I just think this one is going to be a hard one to call. And again, like I was saying with me bets, I've done a bet on every match up till I think Tuesday or something like that. And this was one where I struggled. I've done 2 bets, and I think in both bets I've either gone with France or else a draw. So I haven't got Germany. Might just do another one with Germany and to win, cover them all. Like, but Chris, give us a score prediction on this one if you can.
Yeah, I think Waters' prediction was pretty spot on. I think it'd be pretty cagey. Neither of them are going to come out flying. They're not going to want to give too much away. Or realistically, if you're France and Germany pre-game, you're probably telling the players in the dressing room that this is like a make or break game for the squad. Like, this is the difference between finishing top and second in the group. So I actually think it'd be cagey, but I got to make a bold call here that France are going to score a penalty. I can see it being that type of game where the likes of like an Mbappe or a Coleman or a Griezmann, even some kind of tricky little slimy player goes down in the box from a clumsy tackle. And they get
Griezmann, a little scumbag after what you done to us and fucking.
That's grand, Chris. Don't commit to any predictions.
I was just gonna say, don't be too specific.
Well, after your call, I had to try and imagine. So, I'm gonna say a penalty for France, and they'll win it 1-0.
Nice one. What do you reckon?
The minute that it's called.
69.
Ooh, nice.
I'm gonna go 0-0. I like. This is like, if you're gonna bet, you're not gonna bet on this game because you don't know what way it's gonna go. And I think we could predict. We're gonna predict goals, but I think we'll end up being 0-0. I think this will be the one that surprises us.
Fair enough, yeah. So you reckon kind of not really a bar fest, but more just a kind of a game of chess, nearly like.
Yeah,
exactly.
Some people would say chess is boring. I'm going to say. I don't know. It is a really tight one. I'm going to go with a draw, and I'm going to say 1-0. I do like to sit in the fence when this type of game comes up. I think I've done it with Chelsea and City when Chelsea won the Champions League final. Don't know if we all remember that, but I just think you know this is coming up in every episode. There's no point in even fucking arguing. Look at this. See these 2 men here, Lampard.
Squirrel and Charlemagne.
Lampard, John Terry, 2 legends. And look at this fella over here, Thiago Silva. That's what I'm on about. Good. You don't deserve to see it. Lads. What? Sorry,
Collie. Like, if one team loses that game and then they play Portugal next, like, they're already 3 points behind.
All right, Mike alone.
No, but so we're talking
as soon as they said that, I was like, oh, someone's gonna pull this.
They hardly ever win when they don't score.
We're talking about like third places getting out of here. Like, there's a massive potential that like one of these teams isn't gonna even get best third place. Like, so like it is very, very important. Like, the draws are crucial, although they don't like. It's a must not lose. Like, rather than a must win, I think. So if you take a draw, you can deal with a draw, but you cannot lose this game. Like, no way. I just don't think there's going to be enough kind of space and room for error there. So that's the last game we're looking at. We're ending on a high. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look at our little predictor here, if you want. Let me just bring it up. So we're going to go through all of the matches. So I have it here now. I'm just going to share it. Lads, before I share it, I'm going to reuse our Euros thing. Yeah. It was worth it, 100%. Right, lads, so what we have here is a predicted group stage. It's going to bring us into pretty much the whole thing right up to the final. Lads, I think we were planning on talking about transfers and stuff today. We might just put that off. This is probably going to take a few minutes, so we'll probably talk about transfers next week. Like I said, lads, there's going to be fucking a shitload of football coming up in the next kind of week or two, so there's loads of shit to talk about. So I'm loving it. But transfers is definitely something we do need to cover. I tend to think that a lot of the transfers kind of go quiet when like internationals and tournaments are on because they're trying to focus on actually playing. Once that actually ends, then we could be fucking swamped with transfers. So there's not much point in going. We could talk about the rumors, but I don't think there's going to be many contracts
There's
signed.
not a lot happening though.
There's not. No, there's not much happening. There was rumors today that Haaland followed Chelsea on Instagram. Now, I'm not looking into it, but if he has, we're getting Haaland. Not jumping the gun here, Ron. But no,
I'm not looking into it, but he's already my new favorite player.
he's already on the back of your jersey. That's right. We're gonna try come to a mutual agreement here on this. It's gonna be hard. I think we're gonna disagree a little bit, but I think there's some that we can just fucking jump straight in and go with. So lads, we're going Italy top, I presume. Are we on Group A?
Yeah.
Who are we saying for second?
Turkey.
I do think I do agree with Turkey.
Right. Well, then we just got majority vote. So say Turkey.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. So obviously Switzerland.
Wales. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I said Wales, but okay.
Yeah, it was majority. So we're obviously going Belgium, lads.
Yeah.
To win.
Yeah.
Second place. Who are we going? I believe we're obviously going Russia or Denmark.
I would have said Denmark.
Oh, I've got the final vote. Oh, I do fancy a Russia. I'm going to go with Russia. Sorry, Chris.
All right then.
Mark, Chris never gets his. Well, I'll tell you what, I won't pick last the whole time because then if it's always me. It's always me. Right, so we're going Netherlands obviously first. Lads, I'm saying Ukraine second.
Yeah, I am too.
Oh, yeah.
Ballsy.
Are we saying Austria to finish third and Macedonia last there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Lads, on to Group D. This is actually quicker than I thought. Are we saying England's going to win every single game, going through top?
Yep.
Either way, it doesn't matter if they win every single game. Going through top is what we were worried about. Who do we think now, lads? Croatia, Czech Republic, Scotland?
What do you think?
It's got to be Croatia, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would say Croatia.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Third and fourth, lads. I'm going to stick my neck out. I'm going to jump in and say Scotland. I don't know if you disagree with me or not, but
nah, I would say Czech third.
Yeah, Czech Republic third as well. Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're going with. So, Spain first, lads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Poland second.
Poland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweden.
Yeah.
And Slovakia. Right, here we go, lads. This is where it gets interesting. my
Let's start with Hungary last.
Let's just get rid of them.
Yeah.
My four in order is going to be. Oh, see, now I'm changing. I don't know. I think France are going to win it.
Yeah.
I'm torn between Portugal and Germany. I just feel like Portugal probably have a little bit of a better squad, but Germany are usually the stronger team in these type of tournaments.
Yeah.
Now, having said that, Portugal won it last time, but I'm going to say France first, Germany and Portugal.
I would agree with that.
What do you think?
I was going to say Portugal second, but majority ruled, so France, Germany, Portugal.
Sorry about you. Right. Right, so that's what we've got. So now, lads, we have to pick the best four.
Well, Portugal seem like the obvious one.
Yeah. So are we got how do we judge this, right? Do we basically look at the squad and say, right, who can Switzerland? Switzerland can probably pick up points off Wales and maybe a draw off Turkey, so they're going to get 4. And then Denmark beat Finland, draw Russia. It's probably think that about most of them. Like,
yeah, Austria definitely not. I don't think.
I don't fancy Austria. Well, I don't fancy
down to the list. Yeah,
so Czech Republic.
Portugal obviously have to go.
Portugal, yes. Yeah. Czech Republic.
Who's Czech Republic? Scotland and Croatia. I don't know. Okay, so I think Denmark.
Yeah.
Beating Finland and then
Switzerland,
possible.
I would say.
Yeah. So Denmark. We all in agreement with that?
Yeah, I am.
Or?
Majority rules.
Switzerland.
No.
Gonna beat Wales. I don't know. That's a hard one.
I would have thought they would. Yeah, sure. I have Switzerland as second in my mind anyway. So
Right, and what?
Sweden. No, look at
Yeah,
Sweden,
I was
Slovakia,
thinking
and
to
Poland.
beat them. Yeah, I was thinking Sweden maybe.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Okay. So that leaves us Czech Republic and Austria are gone. See you later, lads. Better luck next year. Well, whatever. Right, lads, here we have the group, the round of 16. So it's nice. It's put it in order for us. So, lads, we're obviously saying Belgium, I think, here, are we? Against Sweden?
Has to be, yeah.
Okay. Italy and Ukraine. That'll be a tight one, I think. But I think Italy are going to probably beat them. As much as I want to say Ukraine. France, lads.
Yeah.
France to beat Switzerland. Croatia to beat Poland. That's a tough one.
It's a tough one, yeah. I'm saying Croatia because they're my team.
Yeah.
I think Croatia have a better squad and more experience.
I think we have to go Croatia, don't we?
Yeah, but they're getting beaten the next round.
They're getting absolutely raped the next one. Spain to beat Denmark.
Next one's the tricky one.
Oh.
England and Germany. Lads, this is a tough one.
This is England's toughest game.
Yeah.
For the whole tournament.
Yeah. Do they win it or do they fucking lose it?
I fancy England to beat Germany. With the current squads they have, I fancy England.
Yeah, I'd go England as well.
I do fancy them myself. Netherlands and Portugal, lads. I'm jumping in and saying Portugal.
Portugal.
Yeah, fair enough.
See you later, Connor. Turkey and Russia here, lads. That's a fucking shocking last 16.
I would say
I'm saying Russia. Ooh. What did you say, War?
Russia. Because I am Russia, so.
Oh, sorry. Well, no wonder. Right, lads. Now we're on to the fucking. This is where the money gets made.
Squeaky bum time.
That's what I was looking for. Belgium and Italy, lads.
Has to be Belgium.
Italy.
Oh, I'm saying Belgium. Yeah, I'm saying Belgium. Sorry, War. France.
France, yeah.
Spain and England, lads.
Oh.
England.
Yeah, I think England are probably gonna beat them. Like,
yeah.
What's a few details? Oh no. Rome. It's in Rome. It okay. We're going to England.
Yeah.
Portugal,
yeah.
Oh my God, we're in the semi-finals here, lads. Belgium and France. France, isn't it? England and Portugal. This is tough one.
England.
We're going England.
Get revenge on the last one.
Okay, and lads, England and France. Who's winning it?
France. They bottle it. England are going to bottle it. They get to the final, but they'll bottle it.
Now I have to log in and save it. Fuck off. Right, well, look, at least
you have to save it. It's not confirming the results.
Okay. Right. Lads, we've gone through all that there, and we've come up with France being our finalists there and our winners, alongside England and Portugal in the semis, and France and Belgium. So, lads, look, I think we might post that onto the page, see what people think, get opinions on it. I'm gonna remove that from the screen there. So, lads, that was good crack. What else did I have planned? All right, yeah, so we were going to talk about the transfers, but I don't think we're going to do it this week. I think we'll move on. We are an hour and 3, so we'll keep it as close to the hour as we can. So, lads, we're going to have a quick look at...
Oh, yeah.
The bets. That'll never get old, and that's never been changed either, that one. Chris, you have a couple of bets, 1 or 2 bets done, don't you?
Yeah, so far just 2. I will do more probably tomorrow before I sit down to watch the match.
Yeah.
But for now, I've done one special, which I mentioned last week, which was Kane, Lukaku, Mbappe, and Ronaldo to score 3 goals or more each. And that was a special at 10-1.
Okay.
And then I have for Group F, I've done my straight forecast prediction of France first, Germany second, Portugal third, and Hungary to finish last. And that's 9-2.
Oh, okay. What, did you get that and done up or no?
Yeah.
Finalists, didn't you? Or was it?
Yeah, I did name the semi-finalists. So England, France, Italy, and Portugal, 150-1.
Ooh.
And then Cristiano Ronaldo is 12-1 for the Golden Boot. Just the Golden Boot alone, so not winner and Golden Boot.
That's not a bad price. Lads, I'll bring up my screen there. I've done a good few bets, so probably best off for letting people see them. So I've done 2 bets for the first kind of all them predictions we were looking at. Now they probably don't match up because I've gone with value and stuff like that as well on them. So I've stuck a 5 around, lads. Look at them returns. 12 teams or 12 games, obviously. 6.5 grand back from a 5er. So we're laughing if we win that one. So I've gone with Italy to beat Turkey. I've gone with Switzerland to beat Wales. Denmark to beat Finland. Belgium to beat Russia. England to beat Croatia. Austria to beat North Macedonia. Netherlands to beat Ukraine. That's one that I change in the next bet. Scotland and Czech Republic, again, that's another one I change. Poland to beat Slovakia. Spain to beat Sweden. Portugal to beat Hungary. And France and Germany to draw, lads. Next one I've done, again, I actually think I left that last France and Germany game out. So it's an 11 fault. So just under 6 grand back. Italy to beat Turkey. Wales and Switzerland to draw. Denmark to beat Finland. Belgium to beat Russia. England to beat Croatia. Austria to beat North Macedonia. Netherlands and Ukraine to draw. Scotland to beat Czech Republic. Poland to beat Slovakia. Spain to beat Sweden. Portugal to beat Hungary. So I've kind of just mixed them up, trying to cover as much as I can on them. Lads, I've done a couple of kind of forecast bets as well here. Now, these are all over the place. They go in any which order, but they're savage odds. So I've stuck €2 on that, 6-fold. So obviously 6 groups. I'm predicting each one. So Italy to be winner, Switzerland to be runner-up, Belgium to be winner, Russia to be runner-up, Netherlands to be winner, Austria to be runner-up, England to be winner, Croatia to be runner-up, Spain to be winner, Sweden to be runner-up, and then Germany to be winner and France to be runner-up. So again, that's paying back 3.5 grand from €2. I think they're savage prices on these, lads.
Mm-hmm.
So this one here, what's this one? This is just to finish in the top 2. So I've put a 5 on this one, and this will give me back 515. So Italy and Turkey to finish in the top 2, doesn't matter what order. Belgium and Denmark, Netherlands and Ukraine, Croatia and England, Poland and Spain. So I was going to say Portugal, and France and Germany. So that's a decent one again. Then this one, lads, a 7-fold, €2 on, getting back 1,200. So Kane to be top scorer for England, Lukaku to be top scorer for Belgium, Mbappe to be top scorer for France, Werner to be top scorer for Germany.
You're even laughing as you're saying it.
Yeah. I might have done that after we won the Champions League final, so I got a bit of rush of blood ahead. Depay, whatever you want to call him, to be top scorer for Netherlands, Morata to be top scorer for Spain. Slated him earlier. Lewandowski to be top scorer for Poland. I claimed he wasn't even in the tournament, and I have him in a bet. So, there you go. And then I've done. Look at these returns, lads. Cash out is unavailable because they know it's winning. 13 grand back from €3. So this is a straight forecast for 2nd and 3rd and 4th. I don't know why I said it like that. So Italy, Wales, Switzerland, and Turkey. These are all in order. Belgium, Russia, Denmark, Finland, Netherlands, Ukraine, Austria, Macedonia. Sorry if you can hear the dog barking, lads. Fucking support at the back. England, Croatia, Scotland, and Czech Republic. Spain, Poland, Sweden, and Slovakia. So again, €3, 13 grand. You'd be laughing. I've done a straight forecast again here, lads, with two teams. So I know there's a lot of fucking shit I'm talking here, so you can go back and watch it on YouTube or listen to it again. So Italy to win, Turkey runner-up, Belgium to win, Denmark runner-up, Netherlands, then Ukraine, England and Croatia, Spain, then Poland, France, then Germany. So then I've gone with, again, another...
Is there anything you didn't bet on?
I know, I've tried to cover everything. I've tried to cover it all. So this is €1, lads, and it's 15,000 to 1. So if this is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So I've gone with Italy, Turkey, Switzerland, and Wales. I think that's how we predicted it together. Belgium, Russia, Denmark, and Finland. That's exactly how we predicted that one as well. Netherlands, Ukraine, Austria, Macedonia. That one is actually the same as well. England, Croatia, Czech Republic, Scotland. Is that one? That one's the same as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Spain, Poland, Sweden, Slovakia. That's the same. This is actually ironic that the fucking every single one of them that I've done is the exact same.
ironic, or you just bullied us into making decisions we didn't want to.
Subliminal mind's been fucking whatever. Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm after talking so much in the last 10 minutes. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But lads, get a euro. Take a little euro coin out of your pocket, throw it at your screen.
Put it in your phone.
Yeah. Put it insert it down the bottom and just place a bet. Do that bet, right? And you can send me the €4. I'll be happy with the €4. With 100 in front of it. So lads, look, that is all my bets. There's fucking a rake load in there. Plenty of fucking shit for people to look at on YouTube. So we'll put it up on the Instagram anyway. Again, if anybody is watching this on Facebook, make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. That's the big thing. If you're not subscribed to us, go on to YouTube, sign into your account and subscribe. I know it takes 2 seconds to do it, but we really appreciate it. We hit 100 subscribers, lads, last week, so we are famous. I'm handing in a notice of work and planning on probably moving to Vegas or something like that. So look, we do appreciate everybody following and subscribing and stuff like that and telling your mates about it. So we do appreciate it. Lads, we're gonna call it a day. An hour and 11 minutes, not bad. I think we said we were going under the hour.
Under the hour, yeah.
Look, 10 minutes. What's 10 minutes these days? So I do want to thank you for coming on, lads. It's been emotional. War.
Thank you, lads. Enjoyed it.
Chris, nice one.
It's been a pleasure.
Right, we'll be back the same time next week, 8:30 on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and make sure you follow us on Spotify and Instagram. So we'll talk to you next week.